There's a guy right in the middle of CP without any shop, without any structure, without any proper roof, but definitely one QR code, and he's selling gajar ka halwa. If by looking at this logo you can tell at once what this brand and this business is all about, then you are not going to be some genius. This logo is that of a restaurant, and nicely they have used a background which is white, clearly demarcating the red, which is entirely catchy, and also adding up the apostrophe S, which gives some kind of authenticity. If I add just a chili around here and just maybe it's a chili shop, maybe it's a vegetable shop, but the moment they add S with an apostrophe, it becomes an exclusive brand. Well, I am not technically savvy, but in order to sell my brand and be able to hurt, I don't need to be technically savvy. All I need to be is a little creative. The other thing that I must share right now, without skipping out from this premise, is that once they have showed up the big huge logo on the sidewalk, they also got to show a little sign which compels people to walk in. Compulsion is the call of action for any branding activity. If your activity is not leading towards a certain kind of compulsion, then it's not complete. Here, nicely they are completing the compulsion part, that hey, please try it out. It is spicy, it is tingling, it is tasty, and everything else that is related to food. Now this is something in retail setup. Same thing if it has to be carried out in a mobile setup. Probably it's an app. What would you do? Let me know in comments how this would differentiate in a retail space to that of a mobile application space. So one gentleman just told me how non-tempting this entire display of events is. Now for a place that is offering dosa with gold, idlis with gold, uttapam with gold, they must have some nice designing going on. क्यों सर?
क्या सर?
यहाँ तो 500 का डोसा है, थोड़ा डिजाइन अच्छा होना चाहिए कि नहीं?
बिल्कुल सर, सही कह रहे हो आप,
है ना?
कुछ तो सर यहाँ सीपी भी तो है।
सीपी भी तो है,
मानते हो क्या नहीं?
हाँ नहीं वो ठीक है।
वो जगह 5 रुपए की, यहाँ पे वो चीज़ 50 रुपए की बिकेगी।
मैं चेन्नई से आया हूँ।
ओके।
और हमारे यहाँ 500 रुपए का डोसा बोलेगा तो भगा देगा।
भगा देगा।
हाँ, बात भी नहीं करेगा।
और यहाँ पे अंदर जाके देखो आप, लाइन लगी पाएगी।
यहाँ तो लाइन लगी। The place also matters. Where you selling and who you are selling to doesn't matter what price you're selling at. It has to be precise, and that is why the design has to be improved. Now, while talking retail concepts, how can I not talk about this setup? It looked very exciting to me, the Ministry of Beer, and very clearly they have denoted right outside of their cafe that what it is all about. They're also giving a glimpse of their brewery, which is exciting because it is already working as a compulsion. As a customer in a retail space, I want to be compelled, otherwise I don't want to spend my time in your space. Great job, Ministry of Beer. Valentine Day is round the corner, and how brands are spending in order for you to spend is something really exciting for me to notice. Right in front of their brewery, they have shown this brilliant backdrop for people to take pictures on. If you're in Delhi, please bring your girlfriend or boyfriend over here and enjoy this backdrop. Well, lucky if you have survived, but not everybody has. Just like this place ran out of business, many other places did. Being in retail is not easy, and post-COVID in 2024, it looks like being in retail is harder than ever. मैप क्यों? कहाँ गया?
आगे है नहीं,
यहाँ लिखा है ना फ्री मैप।
अभी है नहीं सकता।
तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है?
कुछ नहीं।
आप क्या करते हैं?
आपको करना क्या है?
मैं वहाँ था, मैंने वहाँ से देखा टूरिस्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन सेंटर, तो मैं आया पूछने के लिए टूरिस्ट के लिए कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन है तो दीजिए।
क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए?
फ्री मैप लिखे हैं लेकिन फ्री मैप नहीं दे रहे हैं।
एक्चुअली क्या है यहाँ पे ना, जो भी बिलोंग्स टू इंडिया है, इंडिया से कोई रिलेटेड काम नहीं होगा, सिर्फ फॉरेनर्स का काम होता है।
वो फॉरेनर के लिए ही है?
हाँ जी, सिर्फ इंडियन टूरिस्टर्स के लिए कोई नहीं। अगर आपको इंडियन टूरिस्टर्स के लिए चाहिए तो यहाँ पे एक राइट नेक्स्ट टू ऑफिस है, आप वहाँ जाके विजिट कर सकते हो, वो इंडियन टूरिस्ट है।
अच्छा, thank you, have a nice day, have a nice day. So Adam friends, there are certain information for the tourist, but not every information is for Indian tourist. Some information is for foreign tourist only. Businesses over here are playing loud music outside of their cafes, enticing people, creating some kind of compulsion for them to drive in and spend their money. Well, if the music is good outside, it is going to be better inside. This is what my mind tells me. As a creative in retail space, and if you are looking to entice your customer, how they communicate with you, this might be a nice medium. And I also like how they have decked out the space in front of their cafe. I don't know about the name and the brand of the cafe, but I do feel enticed about riding in. Cafe Hawkers. Well, Cafe Hawkers is definitely doing well in terms of enticing their customers to walk in and spend their hard-earned money. Well, money mostly is hard-earned, but in many cases it can also be. I also haven't come across such dog care from wherever I have been earlier. Delhi. Now this is a Benetton store and they have laid out this exciting graffiti on their shutter. And they have put the shutter down. The time is right now 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't know what their plan is, but I like the art. Nice art always engages people. A brilliant art always compels people whether to buy or to try. What do you think? Write down below. So this was my stint with CP in New Delhi. Connaught Place in New Delhi retails how they communicate with the people who would want to come inside of their business and spend the hard-earned money. We don't know what people think before coming into the business, but coming to this place does let me know. For any other creative aspect you want to communicate with your followers, customers, buyers, you can always reach out to me.